how you doing today? How are you doing? Welcome back to another episode, yet another episode of Oops Wrong Hole. That's right, oops, hueco equivocado. I don't know what the word for oops is in Spanish. I guess like the closest thing that I could call it that would have the same vibe would be like, no, hueco equivocado. That's not the same thing though. That's like if you saw somebody just get sucker punched in the middle of Disney World. That's what you would yell, no. So any white guys out there looking to have a little olive branch they can stretch out to the Hispanic community? No, there it is. You want to blend in a little bit? You want to feel like you're part of the family? Next time you see something horrific happening while you're on vacation in Cancun, sipping tequila out of somebody's belly button, just yell, no! And you'll see everybody go, oh! And that's it. You're in. You are in. Just don't say anything stupid. Don't make any jokes about Speedy Gonzalez. If you're in Mexico, you'll be fine. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't point at people and yell, dude, I loved you in Apocalypto. Don't be that guy. Just keep sipping your tequila out of those belly buttons. I just realized right now. I mean, I've never gone to Cancun for spring break. I'm sure you guys are shocked. Wow, you with your really super smooth disposition, you didn't go down there to try to mingle with the ladies? No, I have not. But now, in hindsight, I'm realizing that belly button thing, that's gross as hell. That's gross as hell. Because in the movies, it's always like a model just covered in baby oil for no reason. And they're just like, woo! Everybody's cheering, they're partying. It's amazing. In real life, I'm not saying you won't get a beautiful woman on a table willing to put tequila in her belly button for whatever reason. I'm just saying, people don't always clean their belly buttons. Even hot people. Actually, I'm willing to bet hot people clean their belly buttons less. Because they're like, screw it. Have you seen how hot I am? I'm not going to worry about that crap. I'm smoking. Nobody cares. And then they're there on a table, half drunk. Woo! Get over here, Chet, or whatever the hell the guy's name is who's coming up looking half stupid. What? Oh, it's my turn for the belly button sipathon? Awesome. Pour it in. I just got a ball of cotton in my mouth.
Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed.
It feels like I licked a grandmother's sweater. This is disgusting. You're hot, but this is gross.
I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to shower today. Oh my God.
It's okay. You're beautiful. It's okay. Wait a minute. What the?
Oh no.
Oh God. Oh, that's a penny. Oh.
I swear, I have no idea. I have no idea how that got in there.
Oh my God, I drank from your belly button. Jesus Christ. I probably have the plague now. I might as well have licked a leper's asshole. Oh, God.
Leprosy is no joke. You should not make fun of that. That's very rude.
Oh, that's very rude. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Well, my name is Skylar.
Well, shut up, Skylar.
You are a terrible man.
Oh, and you're a saint. You're a saint. You and that biohazard belly button. What the hell? I swear to God, if the guys at DC had known about you when they made Superman, they wouldn't have had kryptonite be his weakness. It would have been that putrid orifice in your stomach, you gross lady. Speaking of Superman, we're going to talk about Justice League, but not right now, ladies and gentlemen, because right now I want to tackle something else. I want to talk about the trailer to Rampage. That's right, Rampage, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's new action movie, based on an old video game of the same name, where a big-ass gorilla, big-ass wolf, and a big-ass lizard wreak havoc, baby! Now, the upsides to the trailer, I see some great CGI. I hear a possibly cool soundtrack with a little Smashing Pumpkins action happening. And the downside to the trailer? Is there really a downside? I don't think so, because the downside here would be the dialogue in the movie, which is only a downside if you're not a fan of accidental humor. And I love it. I love when dialogue is just bad and the writers couldn't tell. And it makes it all the way to the set and out of the actor's mouth and to us at the end of the rainbow. It really is like the journey of the Fellowship in Lord of the Rings. That's what for bad dialogue to get to us. Do you have any idea how many people it has to go through? That's almost like a nightmare miracle that it has to go through dozens upon dozens upon dozens of people with terrible taste to get to us. It has to go through a membrane, just 1,001 filters, and they all had to have the same generally bad taste. That's why I think it's almost heroic. It turns it around for me, because I'm just like, it's amazing. Out of all these thousands of people, there weren't enough. There wasn't a big enough chunk of them that had the taste to look at this thing and go, yeah, it's not ready. It's not ready. No, please, no. Come on, did you read this? This is hilarious. Are we making a comedy or what's, no? Okay, then yeah, total rewrite. Like now. But like I said, there's still a gift to be had with terrible dialogue. And in this trailer, oh, it's everywhere. It's delicious. It's delicious. The beginning, first off, thing opens up. The Rock is in a truck. Guy walks up, says something like, you like hanging out with animals more than you like people. And The Rock goes, yeah, well, the animals get me. Right there. I knew. Christmas had come early. This movie's gonna have the worst dialogue, and I'm excited. The next scene, we cut to The Rock talking about the albino gorilla named George, who's one of the main characters of the movie. He's talking about how he raised him since he was 2, blah, 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 blah. That's why George loves him, yada, yada, yada. Whatever. Next scene, George finds some chemical agent in the woods. It explodes in his face. Now George is growing. He's getting angrier. Changes are happening. He doesn't understand, and The Rock is on the case. Next scene, he's looking at somebody super concerned and says, what's happening to my friend? Oh, I can't express to you guys how happy that made me. I can't express to you guys just the joy that flooded my body to hear a grown man say the words, what's happening to my friend? I mean, it's nice that they let a second grader write the dialogue, but Jesus Christ, adult people don't say that. That would never be said. My dog, Churro, I love him to death. If something horrible were happening to him, I would be distraught. And in my distress, my despair, my depression, I would not turn to the vet and go, what's happening to my friend? That just wouldn't come out. It just wouldn't, those words don't come to mind when you're stressed out and upset about somebody that you love or something that you love or some whatever, those words don't come up. They don't come up. That's the equivalent to me of like having a character be sad in a movie and having another character come up and go, Julio, what's wrong? And then Julio turns, and keep in mind, Julio's like 45, and he says, I don't know, man. Sometimes I get real super duper sad. No one would say that at that age. And what's happening to my friend? But that's not even the highlight of the trailer for me. After that point, there's great CGI. The gorilla's running around destroying things. He's gigantic. The Rock's, of course, trying to save him because he loves the gorilla, looks at it like a puppy or some crap. And then by the end of all this havoc and destruction, and the Rock's told people they gotta evacuate Chicago, blah, 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 disaster, the Rock turns to the camera and goes, George! Oh. If I ever get the chance to meet The Rock, and I'm a huge fan. Ever since the wrestling days, I support his entire career, no matter what stage it is, unless he starts murdering people, But at this point, I'm a huge fan. I support him. And I feel like, as a fan, I need to get to him and tell him just one opinion / I think, piece of sage advice. And that is that he needs to learn to scream in a cool way. This has been something that has haunted me since the days of Hercules. Before that, he's always had a line or two that he had to yell, all the way back to Aku Machente. But that one, you know what? Whatever. That one was fine. That one was fine. We've moved on. But then we got to Hercules, and he had that big, it's a war movie, grease, armor, swords, whatever. There's gonna be a speech. There's gonna be a moment, and The Rock's moment came. I don't remember what the hell he said. All I remember is hearing him yell some lines and going, yeah, that's not Gladiator. The feeling isn't there. I think the problem is very simple. I think the problem is The Rock is yelling lines that he should be screaming. It's a different delivery. It's not as raspy and rage or fear filled. It's not packing that punch is what I'm saying. And if I ever get the chance to meet The Rock, I'm gonna take that chance, people. As a fan. I look at it like if a friend of mine was doing something that I thought, you know what? If he just tweaks this, sky's the limit. I would tell him, you know? He's my friend. And that's how I'm gonna look at it. Like The Rock is an incredibly distant friend. He's a friend I haven't seen since kindergarten. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Hey, man. Oh, dude, it's been so long. Hey, here's an idea. And then, you know, if he doesn't randomly go into a blind rage and murder me, it could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship, people. And even if I don't get to be the one to give him that idea about tweaking the scream, I hope somebody does. Because this needs to be the last one. This needs to be the last time we hear something like, Joe! That's like the one sound that would make me not feel bad for somebody falling to their death. Imagine you're with your friend and you're just like trying to climb a mountain for whatever reason. You're near the cliff edge. He slips and falls. You're like, oh shit. And he's just, no. I would laugh then and then live a long life of alcohol abuse to deal with the guilt I would feel about how hard I laughed at my friend as he fell because of that sound. Oh, shit, Dave, be careful! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh no! I can't believe I was laughing. My dear friend. My sweet friend. Are those wolves? Leave them alone. Leave them alone, you animals. And that's where the drinking would begin. That's the moment where I just pop out a little Guinness and begin some booze therapy. That's all we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Whoops! Le Wrong Hole. I just saw Murder on the Orient Express and I am quite taken by the accent that I clearly cannot do, but I am trying also very hard. So long, everybody. I'll see you on social media. Feel free to join me. I'm on every platform, just about, with the same username on all of them. That's right, it's Ralvacast. R-A-L-V-A-C-A-S. And T. Au revoir.